I know. I'm almost 10 minutes late. It's terrible, isn't it? How dare me? Jesus. It's like we're on a schedule or something. But either way, I'm here. Hello. I made it. I hope you make it too. I look forward to seeing you in here. I know I kind of startled some people by being late, and I'm sure there's going to be messages going, "Are you going on?" I'm just a little bit late. It's fine. It's fine. We're all here. I have tonight's intro, so let's get to that, shall we? It's time to go live. 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 Time to go live. Time to go live. It's time to go live. And it's time to go live. It's time to go live. Thank you, as always, to the ever lovely Summer Savage for giving us the custom intro for the night and every night. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got to thinking tonight because I was catching up a little bit on my watch later list. No, that last part was not shite. Summer, knock it off. I got to thinking. I was catching up on the watch later and having some conversations with my mom yesterday when we were out running errands. And people talk to Reese all the time, right? About how she shouldn't talk about herself the way she does, and Tommy doesn't like that she talks about her fatty pouch, El Fupacabra, etc., etc. Women aren't the only ones who talk shit about themselves, but we make up the majority of those people. And yet, like, even Reese knows, she tries to be grateful for it. She knows that that body created and gave her one of the most treasured people in her life, which is Huxley. But she just can't get past it. And she also can't, because of her upbringing, not only within the cult, but I don't even think the cult had a lot to do with it. I think her father being an absolute waste of skin had a lot to do with it. And calling her fat from when she was very small didn't help. And when you have that kind of programming baked in from the beginning, it's really difficult to bust out of it. My mom had that same kind of programming because all the ladies around her were very thin and they were pressured to be and to maintain that. And so then she thought that that's the way it's supposed to be. She also thought that you were supposed to have the kind of house where it was so clean all the time that you could eat food off of the floors and that there was never a speck of dust. So in case some of those nosy old biddies decided to come over and white glove your house, they would find nothing. She raised 3 kids on her own, and she still feels like that. And I don't know how to bust her out of it. I can't, and I've been trying for ages. I really have. Um, but we were talking yesterday about diets and self-image and body dysmorphia. And I told her, I think you see yourself as significantly larger than you are. And it is true. And she said, that's probably very true. She talks to her friend that she's had for years and years and years and years and decades and ever. And that person is significantly larger than she used to be. And she hears mom talking trash about herself. And she's like, you know what? Stop it. You're tiny. You've always been tiny. And everybody who meets my mom, they're like, oh my God, mom, Mrs. Cricket's mom, whatever they call her. And they'll tell me later, oh my God, your mom is so cute and tiny. And she is. And she's just getting cuter and tinier. But she doesn't see it like that. She sees a little bit of extra cellulite. And that's all she sees. She zooms in on that. She cannot stop herself from seeing only that. And that's body dysmorphia, folks. That's seeing yourself not as you actually are, but as you think you are. That's your brain telling you lies. And the song of the day, which is in the description box below, is all about that. It is all about that. And it's all about telling people who are going to call you names and talk to you about whether or not you've lost weight, whether or not anything. Oh, ballet teachers are real, real harsh, Alex. And I know that for an absolute stone cold fact because I was with the ballet when I was a teenager. And I can tell you 100% that it is one of the most unhealthy places that you can be. It's incredibly unhealthy. Gymnastics is another really unhealthy sport when it comes to body image, fitness, any of that. I mean, most of the Olympian gymnasts that you see have gone on such strict diets and are working so hard that their bodies stop developing and stop advancing and stop menstruating. They just stop.
And that's why they all have little tiny voices like this?
People were freaked out about Mary Lou Retton because she had actual boobs. She doesn't even have tremendous boobs, but because she had boobs that were pronounced, people thought, oh my God, she has ginormous titties. Well, for a gymnast, she did. They stop. They put the kibosh on any kind of advancement in aging when you get into competitive gymnastics. Ballet is much the same. Ballet is much the same. Oh my God. They want you. And like the artistic director that I worked with was a huge devotee to Balanchine. And Balanchine wanted all of his dancers, all of his female dancers, to be in build similar to 12-year-old boys. Flat-chested, straight, virtually no differentiation between waist and hip. No curve, no nothing. Just muscle and lean bodies as much as possible. So you can imagine that, here's me as a teenager having virtually no choice in the matter. And all of a sudden, bang, hips, bang, boobs. There was no getting away from it. And I wasn't going to diet myself into nothing. So, yeah. It's challenging, but the song of the day is pretty affirming. And though people will look at the singer going, yeah, well, you're fucking skinny. So many people. The woman has curves. She's got, compared to other Asian women, thick thighs. So much so that often her costumes cannot contain them, and it's kind of amazing. I think she's sexy as hell. But there are a lot of people on the internet who give her a lot of hate. Oh, she's shaped like a Coke bottle. Oh, she's fat. Oh, she's this, she's that, whatever. I disagree. And what I love is that she's been taking it back and she has been writing songs as a soloist that is just like, you know what? Hate all you want. This is me. It's who I am. And I love me. You can make your choice whether or not to love me, but that's where I am. And if you don't like it, and if you feel like you have to comment on my weight, not interested in having a conversation. And I love that. So that's the song of the day. And that's the theme of the day. Yep. And we can all aspire to that. Let's say hi to some people. Looks like we've got a whole pile of people up in here, and I love it. Everybody showed up. Alex is here. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. Look at you first in the comments. Here's Susan P., Nicole Yonker, Marla Dillard. We're happy to have you back here. Little Ms. Psych on the rocks. I hope your day was pretty good, darling. We have some who gave us our theme song. Thank you. God morgen, Ms. Maya. Howdy, howdy. Happy to have you here. Alan Ballantyne. Hey, good day. Good to see ya. Diana S., it's good to see you. Hi, sweetheart. Miss Sunrise Dawn is visiting from North by God, Georgia. She is here. Heather McLaughlin, late to everything, so no biggie. Thank you. Thank you for that little bit of grace. I appreciate that. Miss Sunrise Dawn won't be here long, by the way, because she just took her night meds. Daniel Sander, hello. Hello to you. You're not supposed to sing us a lullaby yet? The show just started? Well, I mean, she does her thing. She doesn't get paid for it. She just rolls with what she's feeling that night. So Kimberly Gabaldon is here. Hello. Hello, Ms. Joanne Rice. Good to see you. Almost puts you to sleep again. I'm sure that you can wake up, Daniel Sander. I believe in you. SP Fanny, she's got him out. Good to see you. Morla Dillard. We were just wondering with Mary if you were going to be live tonight. Glad to see you, especially tonight. Well, thank you very much. And here I am. I slept real late, you guys. Real late. And Casillas, here she is. Hello. Good to see ya. Seventh is here. Ahoy, hoy. Very nice. Susie Overholtz. Hey, girl. I got to catch Susie live tonight, and that never freaking happens. So I was super excited about it. Denver Stevo. Oh, my God, Bug. I thought you were laying unconscious in a milk puddle somewhere. Thank goodness you're alive. Can we see your shirt? I'm sure you can. Dawn Gloves. Hello, Dawn Gloves. RN. SP. Good to see you. Bridget Alexander is here. Hello. Who else do we have? Yeah, I agree. I agree. That guy doesn't deserve the title of father. He was Reese's sperm donor. That is absolutely the truth. Yeah, no, he's a bad man and he does bad things. Marla Dillard is toasting to Mrs. Cricket's mom. She's amazing. Love this group. Yeah, me too now. Me too, Susie. Oh, Dawn Gloves saying, we family now. I love it. Kelly B! Here she is. Hey, my beautiful family, I've been missing you. Well, we have been missing you. Where the hell have you been? I hope you're good. Yeah, family up in here. For show, for show. Alex's mom is tiny but has body confidence issues. I think it stems from her time training in the arts. Yeah, ballet teachers are evil, like the fruits of the devil. They ain't nice. Hi, y'all. Hey, Carrie Ann. Good to see ya. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Please, can you guys light candles? Do what you got to do. Tots, pears, good juju for Liz F. Liz Ferris, she had to put Bambino down tonight. And I don't think I don't need to get into it. It's not pretty. It's not nice. And she's friggin' miserable about it. So can we just spare a thought for Liz and for her Bambino, please? Let's see. Pam Fredette, hi, good to see you. Bridget Alexander, my great grandma was 80 pounds soaking wet and drank Slim Fast. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, since disaster struck in 2021, I've lost 40 pounds and all I see is sagging skin. I'm having to relearn being in my body again. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. Duchess Diana, hi, good to see ya. How is everyone? I will probably fall asleep due to my geographically undesirable time zone, but it's good to see you and I'll be listening. Well, I hope so. And I hope that if you fall asleep, that you rest well. Koala Crofts is here. Good day, good day. Good to see you. Ms. Ma'am. After losing 352 pounds, then going and re-losing it, I have extra skin. It floats in the tub. Yep. Yep. And that can be a massive, massive shift that's really difficult for your brain to make. Because your brain is used to you being a certain way. And then all of a sudden you go and change it in a really drastic fashion. Your brain doesn't know what to do. So, yeah, it takes a lot of adjustment. SP Fanny is doing the Lord's work here. If you would please be so kind as to like or dislike, I'm not trying to tell you what to think. Hit that subscribe. Check to see if you're still subscribed. YouTube be up to its fuckery. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we would really appreciate it if you would push that button. It's fast, it's free, and it doesn't even hurt a bit. We love things that are painless up in here. And that's one of them, is hitting the subscribe button. So go on ahead and do that. I have 222 223 to go to hit my goal of reaching 1,500 or 1,300 subscribers. So every little bit counts. Every single one of you makes a difference. So I would really appreciate it if you would push that button. You can also tickle my bell select all notifications so that you know whenever my random ass goes online and when I run late. And I happen to go online anyway, just a little bit later than people expect. I would have been an amazing gymnast, says Hef. I could do it all, but puberty hit and bam, tits and ass. Yeah, I tell you. I tried gymnastics. I just don't have the upper body strength for it. But I loved the uneven bars so much. Here's Tiff 45, the terrible life coach. I kind of dig that title. Nice. Good evening. Hi. Let's see. Dawn Gloves says BRB craving stale birthday cake. So unbelievable. Hey, David Divine. How small minded people can be so obsessed with other people's looks and bodies. I agree with you. I agree with you. Because again, and some people, they're like, well, you know what? I'm just worried about their health. Shut up. I have a friend who is, you could call her a big girl. She does Krav Maga. She goes to the doctor, and all of her blood work is incredible. So anybody that tells her that she is too fat and they're just worried about her health can suck a dick. I believe in healthy at any size. I believe you can be healthy at any size. And I think that the people who try to get all preachy like that, oh, I'm just worried about their health. No, you're not. You're being catty and looking for an excuse. In the end, this comes down to some of the same shit that I was talking about a couple days ago. In the end, what that person has for lunch or dinner does not change your life in any way. What size, what number is on the tag of their clothing does not affect your life in any way. If somebody, you look at them and you think, well, they're too thin. Obviously, somebody needs a Twinkie. Well, you know what? Maybe that person has been struggling to put on weight and doing everything that they can. And they still can't manage to put on weight. So what do you tell them then? Maybe they're trying to eat the Twinkies and the cheeseburgers and everything else that you tell them. And they still can't put on the weight. Obviously, they need a cheeseburger. Well, they've tried that and it's not working. So what now? Other than maybe shutting the hell up and minding your own? I don't know. But in the end, you don't know anybody's story until you talk to them. And you're not going to know their story if you come at them with, well, have you thought about, well, have you considered, well, I'm just worried about your health. They're going to know you for the shallow mofo that you are. Unless you're them or their doctor, how much weight they currently possess, what their current mass is, what the number is when they look on a scale, has no effect on your life. So mind your own. It's the same thing about what people choose to do with their private parts, who they choose to have sex with or not have sex with, or who you think that they might be having sex with. There are so many people that are getting laid right now. Do you know who they are? Do you know who they're matched up with? Are they wearing jewelry that signifies that they should be having sex with each other? Are you aware of what agreements or arrangements might have been made ahead of time? No? Then shut the hell up. Okay, well, that's true. I do have great tits. That is an actual fact. You had the same issue with ballet. You got boobs and that was it. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Aw. Ms. Gretchen, hi friends, had a crappy grief day, so we'll be looking, but couldn't miss cricket. Honey, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm really sorry that you had a crappy grief day. We talk about grief a lot here, and I know that grief is fucked up and weird and is going to do what it do when it feels like doing it. So if there's anything that I can do to help, even if it's just to be here babbling on the internet to y'all, I'm happy to help. So just let me know, babe. We're here for you. And you have my sympathies for what it's worth, you know? There really are no words. Honestly, I'm so tired, but I'm not ready to go to sleep yet, Psych on the Rock. Still have some smoking and lounging to do. Priorities, babe. Do that. Get after it. So much of our body issues come from our moms, even if they didn't say anything to us about our bodies, the way they looked at and criticized their efforts affects a little girl's brain. Yes. Yeah, 100%. Because we see what our moms do and we mirror that because that's the role model that we have. That's like the epitome of role model. This is our moms teaching us how to be grown up females in society. And if it means that our mom is always taking diet pills, we might not even know that they're diet pills. We just know that mommy always did this, so I should probably do that too. Yeah. I just, yeah. Yeah, 37 minutes in. Jesus, it is a little late for the first one, isn't it? Woo! I got going. Zinu Marlena. Everybody partake. Cheers, y'all. Dawn Glove saying, hey, Mrs. Cricket's mom. She's downstairs right now. They're getting ready to go over bed. I'm sure when he drops the body, Reese will throw a party, send him off the way COS does, but bigger and better. Yeah, and with absolutely no crying and like 1,000% more party horns. And to Mrs. Cricket's mom. Yes, absolutely. Cheers to Mrs. Cricket's mom. She's something else. And I wish. Hey, Kim White, catching up at XX or at 2X or double XL or whatever. It's okay. Ooh, Tori's on. She's awesome. But even now, she can't stop grabbing at the extra tissue around her stomach area and said, I've got two. She was trying to say spare tires and she called it a bike rack instead. She just wants to lose 20 pounds. My point is, well, you're 77 and you get around just fine. Everything's fine. Why does it matter? You have the husband that you want. He thinks you're stunning. Your doctor isn't telling you to lose weight. You're doing this on your own. Why? Why? Who are you trying to impress anymore? And it's always, what would people think? She always kind of wanted like maybe a blue streak in her hair. What would people think? That's what it always comes down to. Well, I got this outfit, but what would people think? Do ladies my age really go out in a long tunic and leggings? What would people think? I'm like, yeah, they do, actually. And it's a long tunic. It almost comes down to your knees. You'd be fine. Oh, I'm sure that my husband would look at me and go, "You're going out in that?" I can hear him. I said, "Would he actually ever say that?" Well, no, but he'd be thinking it. So you're projecting, is what you're saying. She doesn't like it when I call her out like that. She hates it, as a matter of fact. Hates it. But, I mean, I'm not here to lie to people. My neurologist appointment today sucked. They still don't know why I black out or go numb, so gotta go PT again, then another MRI for my entire spine. That stinks, psych on the rocks. But you know what? It means that they're looking for answers. And there are so many of us whose doctors have given up looking for answers and just try to placate us instead. Um, I'm really glad that he's uh I'm really glad that your doctors are looking for answers for you. It means a lot more bullshit, but they're looking for answers, and that can never be a bad thing. Oh, I'm losing weight too, says Hef. It's Thanksgiving every day with this turkey neck of mine. There are creams for that that will help. They're for the neck and the décolletage. Um, they'll help kinda take things up and firm things back a little bit. Crepe Erase is another really good one that's available in grocery stores or Target or fucking whatever, you know what I mean. And to have Alan Ballantyne says you're beautiful, so Hef is beautiful. I agree with you, Ann Casillas. Body image is so hard to deal with, says Pam Fredette, and it is. It is. Did somebody call you an asshat, Daniel Sander? You can hit the dislike all you want. That's fine. Are you an asshat? Were you acting like an asshat? Sometimes I think you are unpleasant on purpose. I'm not sure what that's about, but I don't know. I didn't call you an asshat. Would you take out your feelings about the chat? Take that out on my channel by hitting the dislike? It's up to you. Like I said, did I call you an asshat? Did I caution you on not being an asshat? I can't tell. I don't know. Watching Nadia on the balance beam. Yes. Inspired my ADHD ass to try a cartwheel on our coffee table, and I sprained my wrist. Good times. Very nice. Very nice. I've gained 6 pounds this month, says Stevo. This is what happens when soccer moms and celebs steal all the Manjaro from those who need it. I'm sitting on a wait list while Kourtney Kardashian is enjoying life. That fucking sucks, Stevo. And I'll tell you, I am so tired of people taking these drugs that other people actually need just to satisfy their own vanity when they don't have a health problem. They just don't want to be bothered. Like Kourtney Kardashian can't afford a gym membership, a personal trainer, a home chef, and an assistant to make sure that all of the things are being enforced so that she will lose weight and be in shape. A lot of these other people who are taking that shit, I guess recreationally, I don't know. Yeah, that pisses me off. Like, I'm doing keto. I'm doing it for my own reasons, but I'm happy with where I'm at. And if I was told that I'm not allowed to do keto anymore, okay. Then I'll just revel in the carbs again and whatever. It's fine. It's fine. But I don't have the kind of health problem that's given me a diagnosis where something like that is required, you know? Ugh. Hev says her dog had to switch her meds because of the shortage. It's fucked up. Also, P.S. Pharmaceutical companies make more. It always boils down to the genetic, kids. You either have it or you don't, and all the up and down stuff is just a bit of icing on the health cake. Yes. How do you tell what size you are? Anyway, as a woman, I've got 3 different sizes in my closet and they all fit. Heather McLaughlin, you're not fucking wrong, because sizes in the US, at least, are not standardized. And so they're subjective depending on the maker of the clothing, the intended audience for that clothing, the intended buyer of that clothing, and um, how many are mass produced at once, because things can vary within the same size uh, by a number of inches simply because of the way that they're mass produced and cut. Um, yeah, I don't know. When you get into European sizing, it's all by the numbers. So it's a lot less subjective, and you have way fewer instances of vanity sizing. Vanity sizing is how we got ourselves a size 0. Mm-mm. My best friend is a big woman, but you know what? I don't care. Her heart is amazing, and that's why I love her. Exactly, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Dawn gloves. I'm too busy trying to deal with my own business to try to get in anyone else's. Yes. Nuts and Board is here. Hi. What have I missed? Well, just me bitching about other people not being able to stay in their own damn lane. Tip 45. I have a headache. Does it matter who's not getting any? I mean, you have a headache. So not tonight, honey. You ain't getting any. I'm a friggin' spinster. I ain't getting any. And I don't care if somebody else is getting some and with whom or from whom, because it's none of my business. It affects my life, not in the even tiniest little bit. Thank you guys. Medical stuff really gets to my core, makes me so angry and sad. Not good with emotions. Expressing them makes me uncomfortable. I get it. I get it, Psych on the Rocks, but you know what? We're all going through the medical stuff, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with it. glad that I'm glad that you're seeking answers and that your medical team is seeking answers. Pam Fredette, I think they shrink clothes size now. My size always changes, but my weight doesn't change. Go figure. Yeah, it's called vanity sizing, and they do that on purpose. Yeah, I think I'm going to die of a heart attack before I'm able to take on serious weight. I do build up muscle quite easily, though. Good for you, Daniel Sander. That's nice. We're all griefters. Now, is that a play on words, or was that a simple misspelling? Did you mean grifters? Or did you mean griefter? And is that a new word that means that we're capitalizing off of other people's grief? You tell me. I have that appointment anxiety thing. Jerk. Yeah. 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 It's called white coat syndrome. Some people's blood pressure will skyrocket the second that they find that they have to have a doctor's appointment. It will skyrocket and it will stay up there. Some people, their symptoms will improve the second they're sitting in the waiting room. Again, white coat syndrome. It's just a thing that happens. My dog Apollo is laying asleep at my feet and he's talking in his sleep. Must be dreaming. Little yipping sounds. Aww. Janet G. What a cutie. Here you are. Hi, Deanna Downey. Good to see ya. I have ridiculously skinny family that shit-talked their bodies and weight so much that my size 1 cousin started talking about losing weight. They heard where she got that crap from, clearly. Absolutely, Sophia, 100%. Chocolate Dr. Pepper Psych on the Rocks? What is this and where has it been all my life? I'll travel to Reese to celebrate that one and I'll bring the noisemakers. Fucking A. I'll meet you there. And Hummingbird is here. Hi. I heard you weren't feeling well and taking a little break. I hope that you're feeling better. And I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Sunshines is here. Hello, Sunshines. We're happy that you're here. I have finally accepted me for me. I don't care what people think. Good on you, Pam Fredette. Good on you. At 77, I say live it up. Yeah, no shit. I know, Heather McLaughlin, she called it a bike rack. She was looking for words. I think she meant to say spare tire. Like the saying goes, it's none of my business what other people think of me. Yeah, other people's opinions of me is none of my concern. And my opinion of other people is also none of their concern. I respect that everyone has the right to their own onion, and I'm fine with that. And sometimes my petty ass will go off on an absolute tirade, but I do it in private. There are a select couple of people who know that that doesn't reflect who I am most of the time, and I would just, sometimes I lose it. Sometimes I snap. And I'm allowed. And as long as I'm not being hurtful and public about what I have to say, and I'm not busy, going behind people's back and trying to spread any nonsense, sometimes I just gotta vent, y'all. And I know that you do too. And that's okay. It's when you start bringing it to that person that shit gets a little out of control. Sunshines wants to lose 205 pounds. Okay. How do your doctors feel about that? Yeah, find a new doctor. Don't be placated, for sure. Koala Cross has lost a lot, 50 pounds, and it's tough at her age. Doo-doo. Didn't mean to talk about shit again. You're cute, Hef. I see ya. Last time I went to PT, my mobility went from 24% to 16%, and I don't want it to get any worse. And the pain. PT is supposed to improve your mobility, not make it worse. That's stinky. I'm sorry. You were just kidding with the dislike? Okay, Daniel Sander. I was pretty sure I didn't call you an ass hat. Do asses wear hats? I mean, they could. Last time I tried anything that drastic, I did the sprinkler for my kids, got dizzy, and had to sit down. Okay. That's funny. I had to be switched from Trulicity to Victoza because of that. Well, god damn it. People need to even just stop. Wait, do we have a Maxine here? Maxine! Hi, Maxine B. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome. I tried Reese's baked veggies with olive oil and everything bagel seasoning. Not a fan, eating no meat. Fair enough. I don't use everything bagel seasoning, so why have abs when you can have kebabs? Yes. Delicious. Why are they allowing people to buy those drugs for weight loss when people really need it for their health? That just pisses me off. You know what? People are buying it black market. There's a whole bunch of people in the hospital now for illegal use of black market Botox. Because they get together and they have these little Botox parties. People with more money than sense. It's ridiculous. So a lot of stores downsize their clothing to make you feel better about purchasing it. Absolutely, Summer. Yep, they do. Why get thinner when you can have more dinner? Yeah, the person who said nothing tastes as good as being thin feels. No. Disagree. Me too, Bug. It infuriates me that the FDA is double whatevering new meds so they can be prescribed to everyone. I could go back to Ozempic, but it never worked as well, even on high doses. God damn it. I habitually buy my clothes too big. Everything is baggy on me but my leggings. Fair enough, Hef. You know what? I buy a lot of really large clothing too. When I order online, I look for Euro sizing in clothing and shoes. 100% Dawn gloves. Yes. My very thin sister-in-law took that drug to lose weight. Literally lost like 10 pounds and looked sick in a bad way. Not good. Yep. Can't stand people who do nothing other than pry into other people's business. For sure. It's handed out like candy there, Susie. That stinks. Drug companies know what they're doing. Of course they do, Tiff. Not sure how my daughter kept it a secret for 17 days until she could tell me in person. I was a bit bummed that she told her dad first, but she said she told him over the phone, wanted to tell me in person. Fair enough, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Oh, geez, bras. Yes, Anne Hummingbird. Oh, my God, bras. Yes, that was a play on words because you mentioned we talk and share each other's grief was just meant to be a pun. Okay. All right. I'm just, there are people, there are agony aunts who get something out of other people's grief, out of seeing other people's grief, out of experiencing other people's grief. So I feel like griefster would actually be a thing, or griefter. I kind of like it. I think we're going to try to make it happen. Best jeans I have purchased are Judy Blues, Deanna Downey. Never even heard of them. Who makes more money? Summer Savage hates all bras. Why get buff when you can have buffet? You can have buffet and still get buff. It's just what you choose on the buffet. But I just believe in being happy and experiencing things. And if that means experiencing flavors, then that's what it means. I wear Judy Blues jeans almost exclusively, says Susie Oberholtz. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow and my blood pressure shoots right up. I have an irrational fear of the dentist. It's only a cleaning. Kim White, it is not irrational. I also have dental anxiety. A lot. No, I not. I just missed you. Well, Ann Hummingbird, we missed you too. And people were asking about you yesterday. Yeah, I cannot with the dentist without being heavily medicated ahead of time. I have to be. Because they don't listen to me. They don't pay attention. None of that shit. I wear sports bras exclusively, no thinking, no measuring, and I never know when I'll have to break into a run. Well, that's fair. That's fair. My mom had a date with the grandson of the Dr. Pepper inventor. She couldn't get home fast enough because he had bad breath. Oh, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, on Wisconsin. Chicken cordon bleu. Wisconsin, on Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. You guys, Brian Lucas just sent me photos of 5-week-old Phil. This is important. This is a stop the presses kind of thing. Look at this. Look at the puppy. Look at Phil. This is important. Look at the baby. The little tip of the tongue sticking out. This is the break we needed. This is why I rely on you for quality content. Amazing. I love it. I prefer to tell them straight to their face rather than talk behind their back. Yes, you do have Summer Savage telling me to preach it. Here we go. And Hummingbird, Corey was 262, now 176. Very nice. Weaned her off the Risperdal. That'll happen. Round the corner, fudge is made. Steve-O. Milk, lemonade. I'm not afraid of the doctor. I'm bossy. I have MS. I don't play, but I get that insomnia anxiety before appointments. Yep, of course. Of course. Heifer has seen a few asses wear hats. That's true. Sunshine says, they say murder is bad. Why lose weight when you can have more cake? No, it's kind of more like fat people are more difficult to kidnap. Stay safe. Eat cake. Nothing worse than being financially wealthy with bad breath. I know. Fix the halitosis. Hi, Purple Groovy. Good to see ya. Hello, Brian Lucas. Good morning. Hello, Kim D. Hello from Hating. Good to see ya. That Weight Watchers shit is all on Oprah's hands. Yeah, I can't even. Who is celebrating what? We're all celebrating today. Haven't heard a Botox party story in years. Oh, Summer Savage, they are still happening. They're happening all over New York City, and now there are some 200 odd people in the hospital. Pharmaceutical companies just want money. They don't care if the ones that need it get it as long as they're selling it. Yep, that's true. The person who said nothing tastes as good as being thin feels clearly had no taste buds. Well, I mean, it was Kate Moss. So, you know. Chocolate Dr. Pepper. I dispense half ice in my metal cups, can of Dr. Pepper, and a squish of Hershey's syrup. Stir it up. It tastes just like my Sonic drinks, but cheaper. I get a 7.5-pound jug of chalky syrup. That's a lot of chocolate syrup. Holy shit. I never thought I'd be writing this, but something happened on a camping trip this past weekend that I just had to share. Dear Penthouse Forum, I'm celebrating that I have my Xanax now after 5 days without. Torture. Yeah, that is torture, and it's dangerous. I don't keep my DP cans in the fridge. I just like it poured on the rocks. Yeah, I don't keep soda in the fridge at all. All I'll say is with my brothers and my healthy 225 and 200 pounds, try kidnapping that without hurting yourself. Also, cake is delicious. Cake is delicious. Not all cake, but many cake. Many cake is delicious. What I get from hearing other people's grief is healing. Right on, Alex. Germans do know a thing or two about baked goods. You ain't fucking lying, Daniel Sander. God damn. Ann Hummingbird is still freaked out about the rats. Yes. Dawn Gloves hit a dentist once. Dental anxiety is universal. Yeah. Yep. I threw up all over. I've thrown up all over a couple of dentists, actually. Or actually, no, dental assistants. Because they chose not to listen to me. When you don't listen, adverse things happen. I think my daughter became a dental hygienist just to spite me. That's possible, Hef. It's possible. I wouldn't put anything past them. Kelly B69 is about to have major work in her mouth in May. Bless you. Bless you. Sunshines chooses to climb up on the buffet and swim in the food. Well, maybe not. I probably won't be going after you in that buffet. But good for you. Live your dream. Be careful of scalding. Marcia Smith, hi. Hello, pretty. So sweet of you to address the plight of dress size that troubles so many women and men, too. Happy and healthy is all that matters in this booth. Yeah, you damn right it is. You can hang out in the corner booth. There is always room for you in the corner booth, and I don't care how big or small you is. I know a dentist who knocks you out and does everything possible in one visit. I take Corey there. Yep. I would love to be knocked out, and they never do sedation dentistry with me. Never. And I'm, quite frankly, mad about it. Everybody is losing their minds over Phil. Want to say a three-day-old kitten? Dawn Gloves. Have we met? Kathy Ann. Hi! Not on for long, but here to send love and support the beautiful Cricket's way. Aw, thank you. And Mrs. Cricket's mama, too, of course. Of course, of course. She has gone to bed. Daniel Sander has a thing for Irish women, not gonna lie. What kind of thing? Do you keep it in your pants? We only have 39 likes. Marla Dillard, thank you for letting me know. There are, from what I can see, 51 in here, but we've been up a little bit higher than that. Well, I didn't mean that to sound bossy. To 45, that's okay. Purple Groovy. I only wear bras to weddings, funerals, and church. When I'm wearing a bra, it feels like a straitjacket. That's fair. That's fair. At 16, my friends and I used to write fake Penthouse Forum articles, never printed, but maybe because we referred to peepees and girly crab monsters. Oh. Yeah, probably. Phil is a mutt. He's a big old blue heeler, white lab mix. Yeah, I know somebody who wanted me to read the erotica that he'd written. Okay, this might sound crazy, but I have wondered for a long time if my stroke was related to Botox in a private home. It might have been. And Hummingbird, you never can tell. Good night, sweets, and don't forget to tip your cruise goddess if you can. I got a bail. Thank you very much, Ann Casillas. And of course, any and all tips would be appreciated. We do have the supers available. We have memberships here. $2.99, one level. That's it. If you want to support the channel in a way that YouTube doesn't take 30% of, in the description box below, there is my PayPal and there is the Venmo that Denver Stevo made me get. Oh, my P.O. box is there too, because I did the thing and I got a P.O. box. So that's in the description box as well. Yay! Alex is coming up with more rhymes. Why worry about size when you can have 5 guys? Well, okay, that just sounds dirty. Why worry about size when you can have extra fries? I don't know. It's criminal. Either produce more or fill the meds for people who have diabetes first. Yes, 100%. Unedited Billy T. Hi, good to see ya. Hello, beautiful souls. Best week ever. To all your shows are uplifting. Yay, I'm glad to hear it. And welcome to the channel, Billy T. I think I've seen you here before. Welcome back. Corey punched one in the groin. Wow, Anne. Dang. That's serious. Where do I find that Penthouse Forum at? I need to know what happens. I think you're probably going to have to talk to Denver Stevo about that. I did that too. I told them the mold goo was gagging me, but did she listen? No. Will she listen next time? Well, it's on her if she doesn't. Literally. Yeah, I told them that I needed them to use the child size x-ray plates. The little things that they stick in your mouth to take the x-rays. I told her she had to use the child size ones. I've been being told by dentists since I was a very small creature that, contrary to popular belief, my mouth is too small. She chose not to listen. Oh no, it'll be fine. Just breathe through your nose. Just breathe through your nose. Just take deep breaths. You're going to be fine. Just relax. And I'm like, you don't understand. I need you to listen to me. No, this will be fine. And then she jammed this thing way in the back of my, and it set off my gag reflex, and then I threw up. all over everything. Thankfully, I had a lead apron covering me, and my actual dentist, because I was visiting an oral surgeon, but my actual dentist was just 2 doors away, and he heard the commotion, and he walks by and he kind of peeks in the door and he looks at what's happened, and then he looks up at me and goes, "Don't you eat?" And I'm hyperventilating and I'm sobbing, but that snapped me out of it, and I said, "Well, next time I have an appointment with you, I will devour an entire box of Oreos in the parking lot before I come inside. How's that?" He's like, "All right, good. Sounds like a plan." Yeah. And that was only the first time I threw up in the dentist's office. But never again in that one, because boy, did they learn real quick. Can't find a dentist that uses the gas? Yeah, no, I don't get to. No, the nitrous doesn't really do much for me. Sharing our grief is definitely healing and helps drive out the loneliness. Yes, it does. And God knows. Oh, Daniel Sander has a big thing. Care for JC. Hi, good to see ya. Welcome back. What? I had a dentist kiss me. Turned out he was a Scientologist and I was 16. Wow, sunshines. The word lawsuit springs immediately to mind. Aw, look at Billy T. That's so sweet. Yes, please tap the like. She puts her heart into the shows. I do. That's true. I sure do. Dad says 2 different Native American tribes and who knows what else. Don Gloves has been a disorganized mess this week. Oh, I wrote some of that in middle school. My best friend's face was priceless when she read it. Nice. Oh, no, we do have Five Guys here, Apostate Alex. I just think it's overpriced and overrated, honestly. I'd rather go to Shake Shack. I believe I did get your PayPal gift and Hummingbird, and it was astonishing to me and not what I did not expect it at all. And thank you so much. Good heavens. This is a 3-day-old kitten. This is the kitty that it grew into. What a beautiful void. We love the kitties. We love them. Oh, my heart. You hear there's some smutty Jess Palmadessa erotica floating around Denver, Steve-O. Well, now. Dang. I would be interested in hearing that. I would be interested in reading that. Susie Oberholtz loves Five Guys burgers. I had the opposite issue. Mine didn't want to do local anesthesia over anesthesia. I like to be awake. Well, yeah. Better you than me, sister. Yes, now you can mail me spam. Actual spam. Whatever you choose. Spam. Spammity spam. Spam, 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 spam. Beans and spam. Doesn't seem to be much spam in that. I'm so late. And Five Guys just started in the US. Janet G, that is lies. We've had Five Guys around for a long time. I remember watching the Plastic Surgery Gone Bad show and was horrified to hear people go to hotel rooms to get that stuff that plumps your butt. They were getting construction grade stuff pumped in. Oh my God. My dentist always gives me something to take an hour before my appointment for anxiety. Yeah, yeah. I don't understand the Brazilian butt lift thing either. Yeah, let them work for that cleaning, especially what they charge. My mouth is small, and my son's and my father's and my sister's. So we were going to pay for the anesthesia for my hubby to get his teeth pulled for dentures, but the guy canceled. So he had to go local. It was awful. He had the worst teeth. I remember doing that for mine. And the bruise that I developed, like, okay, you've heard of a Fu Manchu mustache where it comes down here, it goes and it comes down here. I had a bruise Manchu. My entire, right down here and all through here and then across was bruise. I had so much bruise when I had my teeth pulled. So much bruise. You have burger joints in the UK? I thought all the cows were mad over there. I know a few cows who are mad over here. You liked it twice, Crix? That means you liked and then you disliked. Damn it, Denver Stevo. Or unliked. The x-ray plate was too big and she didn't clip the corner. She hit a nerve. I too have high dental anxiety, had a full-blown panic attack. I left before the dentist could exam. Don't blame you, Marla Dillard. Everybody's loving the kitty. My daughter is bottle feeding one right now. Kelly B69 loves Five Guys. Ooh. Hey, I ordered Jaffa cakes because of this booth. Nice. It took weeks to get. Came from the UK. Tasty. Jaffa cakes are lovely. No, you did not, Denver Stevo. Let me go and do that, right now. Let me do that right now because this is important and I am super late. I'm almost 45 minutes late. For night meds, take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the pills don't stick. Whatever it is that you happen to be taking. Melatonin, levothyroxine, whatever it is. Thank you for the reminder, Denver Stevo. I had been trying to find a graceful way to get to them, and instead I just kept babbling. So, that's how I do. No, I was telling, so somebody that I knew that I went to high school with wanted me to read the erotica that he'd written. And I mean, it's great that people know the actual names of anatomical places. But when the guy is describing a manual encounter with another human, with a female human, and apparently was, and I quote, tickling her cervix with his fingertip. I'm like, yeah, a lot of women actually don't like that at all, most of us. That's no, and I don't even have mine anymore, and it just twitched from whatever pathology lab it's living in now. Why would you why? You may wish to consider basically any other phrase in the world than this. Oh, well, no, I'm keeping it in. Sounds good to me. Okay. Don't take my word for it. Person who has never had been in possession of a vagina or a cervix. Person who is not a licensed owner operator of a cervix or a vagina. Eh, 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 eh. So yeah, Five Guys is is what? Amazing, but yes, expensive, and the fries are amazing. Meh. They're better than In-N-Out. Five Guys is okay, but $18 for a burger and fries there? Yeah, it's a bit much. And yes, Xena Marlene to the baby fur babies. Yes, to the itty tiny, the little smidgens. Xena Marlene, y'all. And Hummingbird needs a huge hunting cat, a ferret, or a big snake to rid herself of rats. Kimberly Gabaldon, do you have any snakes that you can loan out to Anne Hummingbird? Of course, they'd have to be free range. That would be a problem. Okay, maybe not. A huge hunting cat. I mean, they exist. Go to your local pound. Spam, 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 spammity spam. Peter Anderson, hello. Good to see ya. Why go to the gym when you can have more gin? Why have any gin at all? I mean, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum. I get that. Gin just doesn't make sense. I need to drink my Christmas tree. Oh. Yeah, these are good, but the abs slash kebabs is my favorite. Yeah, I agree, Rosalind. I think that was pretty magical. Artsy Tartsy is here. James May makes gin. Nice. And an appropriate revenge on my neighbor who disturbed them, and now they're looking for another home. Well, I would freak out. Is the gas not what they use to knock you out? That's what I want. No, the gas doesn't really knock you out. It just kind of makes you feel a little bit floaty. At least it never knocked me out. Well, I just woke up there. Hi there, sweet lady. Hi, Kathy Mitchell. Good to see ya. Alex. Alex likes the Jaffa cakes. I don't know that I've ever had Jaffa cakes. Honestly, I've had spotted dick. I've had sticky toffee pudding. I've had a Scotch egg. I've had black pudding. I've had white pudding. I've had bangers and mash. I've had rashers. I love sticky toffee pudding. Like proper sticky toffee pudding. Love it. But I don't know if I've had Jaffa Cakes. And I've had hobnobs. I like hobnobs. One nibble and you're nobbled. And the hobnobs with chocolate are amazing. They call them digestive biscuits, but they're just delightful to me. I don't care what you call them. But if I'm thinking correctly, don't Jaffa Cakes have a mixture of chocolate and fruit? Am I thinking correctly? Is there like a thin layer of fruit spread of some sort underneath the chocolate with Jaffa Cakes? Let me know, Alex, because I don't know that I've had them. But if they're the thing that I'm thinking about, then yeah. I screamed at a rat 2 nights ago. My house, not yours. Get out. That's right. You got to let him know who's boss. That's important. Oh, when will you show us tonight's upper breast covering? Okay. Could we get Jaffa Cakes support? This program is not not brought to you or sponsored in any way by Jaffa Cakes. Tonight's shirt says introverted, but willing to discuss K-pop. Even though the bottoms of the letters are rubbing off because boobs, and it's a cheap t-shirt that my ex got me for my birthday or something one year. So yeah, it's rubbing off a bit. It's kind of a cheap thing. The printing is not quality, but it's legit. I mean, it's accurate 100%. But that's tonight's upper breast covering. My dad had an interesting experience getting his wisdom teeth removed. He had the dental assistant's boobs almost in his face while her husband worked on him. Wow. That's almost like going to Reese's dentist. Hey, all y'all. Hey, Steph N. Good to see ya. But Clarkson was an asshole and they got rid of him. Yeah. Jeremy Clarkson, utter twat. Utter twat. But I think he knows it. I watched his show about his farm. First of all, breathtaking to me that he's actually managed to stay married. But really just I would like to say he means well, but I don't think he does. I think he's just a dipshit. Yeah, Alex is keeping trying. No, not Kelly Clarkson, Denver Steve-O. Breathe. We're talking about Jeremy Clarkson. American Top Gear is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I don't understand. Jeremy Clarkson was the best of the bunch. Daniel Sander, what the hell is wrong with you? No, he's a shit. Care for JC. I'm convinced that you can get anything from Amazon. Cakes from the UK to California, and it wasn't too expensive. There are a lot of good things on the Amazon that are very surprising. Yeah, no, I can't stand Jeremy Clarkson. I thought he was an absolute douche rocket. I gotta say, coming in late is very interesting. Yeah, that's how we roll, Kathy Mitchell. We don't play. God, I love it when a man tells a good joke and my cervix gets tickled so hot. No. Last time I was late, the subject was poop knives. That is true, Care for JC. Yeah, and that was a rollicking discussion. Five Guys Cajun fries, best in the business. Okay, all right. Haven't tried the Cajun fries yet. So Rosalind wants to know what a poop knife is. It's an actual thing, something that you keep in the bathroom in case the deuce that you drop is more like a quad or an octet or something, and it's big, and you are concerned that the toilet is going to get clogged. So you use the poop knife to break it up into smaller pieces, basically. It's a thing. It's actually a thing. And Gretchen did some research today, and one of the places that she saw said that it was only a joke. It was a gag gift. It was not really real. And I'm like, oh, don't tell that to Hef's granny. Marla Dillard says Red Robin is better, I think, and you have the option on the fries or all you can eat broccoli. You know what? I would take the broccoli, especially if they would put cheese on it or butter. How big? What climate? Oh, Kimberly. Yeah, and Hummingbird. We need to know how big of a snake you need, what climate you're in, that kind of thing. Rosalind did it. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
But I don't like spam. You could always have spam, beans and spam. There's not much spam in that. Yuck, I don't care for gin at all. Top shelf, low shelf. I choose no shelf. Fair enough. Yep, you could. You could make bathtub gin. I have an enormous juniper bush. My mother said I could make gin from the berries on it. You could. You could do. Absolutely. Deanna Downey prefers rum. Alan Ballantyne, Yorkshire pudding is good. Yeah, Yorkshire pudding's very nice. Mary Jones is here. Hello, Mary Jones. Good to see you. What? Has anyone tried the blue gin that turns pink when you add tonic? It's made with butterfly pea flower. So cool. And it looks, okay, that flower looks a lot better when it's written than when it's said, when it's spoken. Because the image that invokes, I can actually see that when it's read. When it's spoken, I'm like, dang, they're going to have to collect a lot of that. How do they even do that? Butterfly pea. I love fish and chips with malt vinegar. Yeah, I do. Okay, Jaffa cakes that I got are a soft cookie with a touch of orangey gel topped with chocolate. It's like an orange flavored jelly spread. Yeah, then I will pass. But I hope that you enjoy them as much as possible. Denver Steve-O loves him some spreaded fruit. He do. Also, cheap tequila causes heartburn. Yes, it do. Very retro looking, Crick. Oh, what, my shirt? Retro? Get fabric markers. I could. Why get lean when you can have ice cream? You're trying. James May's farm show? Oh, you meant Jeremy Clarkson. I was like, May did a farm show too? What the shit? It was amusing to watch, but it did show me what an utter twat he is. I think I'm out of puns. I'm struggling. That's all right, baby. Just breathe deep, Alex. It's okay. No need to have performance anxiety here. That's my job. You serve the gin on ice and it appears blue. Then you add the tonic in front of the person getting the drink. Ta-da! It's the acid that makes the color change. That's fascinating. Gave up drinking 22 years ago, but love the on Long Island iced tea and the blue version. My sister loved a blue Long Island. She did. Didn't his own daughter call Clarkson publicly? I don't know. Clarkson loves being a dick. He's competing with Piers Morgan. Perfect. Good. Blessed to crochet. Well, hello to you as well. Seeing as you and Mary are the same person. Artsy Tartsy needed a poop knife tonight, and aren't you sad that you didn't have one? We're working on it. We're going to wind up having it as a merch item, I think. I'm terrified for people's digestion now. And how long has Ann Hummingbird been missing? It's been a few days. May have started about a joke. May have started as a joke. But now they are mass-produced and sold at Walmart. People must love the poop knife. Yeah. To crafty folks, is it possible to repair a huge Afghan? Probably. But you'd need to visit a reweaver. You'd need to bring it to a reweaver and see if they can replicate the yarn that it was made with and the stitches that were used to make it. I don't know if it's knitted or crocheted, but yeah, a reweaver is your best bet for that. That night you did that show, I fell asleep. I woke up to you laughing hysterically and talking about poop. I didn't know where it was or what was going on. Yeah, I kind of lost it at the turd spurtle. I really did kind of lose it at that point. Yeah, when I said it's not a turd spurtle. And it's not like a shoehorn. This is for external use only, not internal use. It's not a poo horn. Yeah. Red Robin, yum. There are at least 20 different knives marketed for poop on Amazon. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to wind up making them. We're going to make them here. It is literally not possible to just eat one Jaffa cake. It is for me. Actually, it's possible for me to not eat any. Don't mix chocolate and fruit. Now, you bring me those chocolatey hobnobs. Game over. I love them. To juniper berries, y'all. Poop knives are an old thing. Past generations used them, but now they are mostly a gag gift. Heavy on the gag. Yeah, for sure. Susie. Ann Hummingbird lives in the high desert in California, Kimberly gabbled on. Yes, to the vinegar. I don't know what I said about vinegar. Ann Hummingbird needs new tie-dye t-shirts. It's H2O or unsweet iced tea for me, says Artsy Tartsy. Orange and chocolate doesn't sound appealing with the Jaffa cakes. Peter Anderson, I know a lot of people who dig it. They're all about the chocolate and orange. I'm not really into it, personally, but some people are about it. Reese loves it. Reese had got her hands on some of those chocolate oranges, and she found out that Amazon has them and lost her entire mind. So, yeah, I don't do it. Long Island iced teas are awesome, especially if they're made right. Fair enough, Brian Lucas. Tonight's booby shirt looks awesomely retro. Thank you very much, Denver Stevo. Glad I got 3 boxes because hubby and I ate the first one by the end of the day, going slow on the rest. Yeah, I'm not into that. Wonder if you could do the drink with hydrangea flowers. I don't know. I don't know anything about hydrangea and hummingbird. It's explained. It's explained in there. How about lemon and chocolate? Oh, mm-mm. The lemon tree is full and needs to be stripped. I would crochet. My grandma made it. X made some holes in it. Take it to a reweaver. Even though that sounds like something that escaped from a sci-fi show. Yes, Rosalind, I agree with you. But reweavers are a thing and they might be able to help you. There are so many amazing things that you can do with lemons. I don't have a lemon tree. I would love a lemon tree. Where's Matrix and Smoke? That's a good question. I like Cien Años tequila. Very smooth. Doesn't even need the salt and lemon. Nice. The Turdsburtle Wildcats. I mean, we don't necessarily need the Turdsburtle Wildcats. But did you know that there is a town in Missouri? I covered this last night. You weren't here. Called Licking. Their high school mascot is the Wildcats. Licking Wildcats. And then there's the Climax Springs Cougars. I've never been happier than last night. Not a fan of lemon and chocolate. Worked in the fondue biz for 10 years. Grand Marnier and melted chocolate is delicious. Doesn't Grand Marnier have a kind of a fruity, orangey sort of thing going on there? No, thank you. Artsy Tartsy says no fruit with my chocolate, please. Fair. Same. Never understood the appeal of the Jaffa cakes. Same. Same, Sophia. Absolutely. You mean the appeal. Nice. I don't think I can put the name of the blue one in the chat. Really don't see the appeal either. Nope. Hate chocolate oranges and lemon chocolate and raspberry chocolate. Love bananas, strawberries, and cherries in chocolate, though. Yeah, the only raisinets. And that's not even really a fruit. Raisins aren't really a fruit. They're a dead, deceased fruit that has shriveled. That's the only time I mix fruit and chocolate ever. Nope. 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 Kelly B69 loves hydrangeas. What is wrong with me today? I don't know, Alex, but you've been on a tear. If I'm already like this with the dad jokes, what am I going to be like when I actually have kids? Good Lord. Yeah. Yeah. You've not even turned 29 yet. You better get on that, finding yourself a person and getting them all babied up. Because, yeah, you're at like peak embarrassing the shit out of your junior high schooler or middle schooler at this point. I like chocolate and I like fruit, but not a huge fan of chocolate on fruit, says Kim White. Yes, same. Can we have a shout out to Mark Hardman? Of course we can have a shout out to Mark Hardman. We love Mark Hardman. And I am so sad that he is not here, but I understand. And he's only got tonight. What's tonight? It's Tuesday night. So then 2 more nights. Tonight, Wednesday night, and then Thursday night. And then he'll be here. He'll be here for Friday, and it'll be great. Today is Tuesday, right? Okay, so technically right now it's Wednesday, but yeah. No, we love Mark Hardman. We love Trish. I know that Trish is listening. I know you're out there. She just got her new phone. It's very exciting. She can subscribe now. We love it. And yes, mad shout out to Mark Hardman because we love him. I've been listening, says Rain Virus. Hi. Hi, Rain Virus. And I would like to chime in that I can reweave an Afghan. Well, and Hummingbird, Rain Virus, and Hummingbird. I guess. And if you talk to Rain Virus and you guys can get in touch with each other, Rain is in the same state, so you can probably figure out this whole Afghan reweaving business. Bet you can. And Hummingbird loves raspberry, pineapple, orange, and lemon truffles from C's. Yeah, I'm not into that whole mixing thing. Lemon tree, very pretty, and the lemon smells so sweet, but the fruit of the lemon is impossible to eat. That's a song, Rosalind. I've never heard of it. But I also disagree. I know people who eat lemons, who eat them, like other people would eat an orange. How they have any enamel left on their teeth, I've no idea, but they do. Yes, Marla Dillard is shouting out to Mark Hardman. For sure. And Hummingbird is shouting out to Mark Hardman. Everybody's giving the shout outs to Mark Hardman. And cheers to you, Mark Hardman. We're just going to say your name a few more times, shall we? And Xenu Marlene to Mark Hardman. Tea with brandy doesn't taste that great, but it helps with those cramps. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, Mary. The berries are better with chocolate than other fruits. Yeah, no. Nope. No chocolate with my fruit, please. I cannot eat cocoa, says Rain Virus. Okay, well, there we go then. Not a big fan of orange in general, says Denver Stevo, but I like berries with chocolate. Fudge on nipple fruit or blossoming coot is also delicious. Just saying. Well, if there is fudge that you require, down in the description box is a link to the general store at Uranus. The best fudge does come from Uranus. This is a true thing. And this show is not sponsored by, in any way, Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. But I do wish that they had a lodge, a bed and breakfast, perhaps, so that I could stay overnight in Uranus. That would be amazing. Anyway, my email address is also down there, so Mayor Louie, email me. It's like the internet version of Call Me, because you don't have my phone number, but I would give it to you. Also, you don't want to get actual fudge anywhere near a coot. That's a bad idea. Sugars, no. Candida, we can make it to... Wait, no. Okay, I'm going to stop. Peter Anderson, my Italian lemon has thorns that draw blood. Oh, snap. But the blossoms are out and they will drop within a month. Bing cherry tree should be ripe soon, followed by the Santa Rosa plum. Peter Anderson, I think I just need to show up at your place where the trees are, like once a month, every other month, something, and just collect a whole bunch of fruit and then fuck off again. There are so many things I could do with all of that fruit. We've just now started getting little tiny buds on the crabapple tree and no idea what the state of the blossoms is going to be this year because we had such a fucked up, tiny little weird ass winter. Yeah, I don't know. Grand Marnier is orange liqueur and cognac. Yes. Okay. So, ooh. Anne Hummingbird says, my neighbor has a lemon tree. I have almonds, so we share. Nice. That's awesome. Alex, you want kids so bad? Do you really? Interesting. Why? I made some cranberry sauce with Grand Marnier. I can't spell very tasty. SP Fanny has an electric rat trap. She likes it. Eek. I have a genuine disgust for raisins. They can even ruin apple strudel. And this is coming from a German, you guys. So the only time I eat raisins is in Raisinets. Any other time, I want nothing to do with them. And I haven't had Raisinets in ages because I don't eat candy. I've been doing keto, so it's kind of not on the menu. And yeah, I agree that they will ruin an apple strudel. For sure. That sounds disgusting. Something came and killed my cherry trees and all plum trees in the neighborhood. That's some bullshit, Anne Hummingbird. I am sorry. And here it is. Here's the official Xenu Marlene to Mark Hardman. Cheers. Cheers to you. Pest control guy told me not to bother with electric rat traps. Anne Hummingbird likes lemons. Dewey pest control sprays every month for spiders, and I hate spiders. Cheese traps are quite effective, though. We love Mark and Brian Lucas. Yes, we do. I think he just said that so they can charge me. No, Mark is not like Beetlejuice. Mark is working. He's working. He has to be a day walker, and we're not mad about it. We miss him when he's not here, but we're not mad about it, and he will be here on Friday and Saturday nights. And Anne Hummingbird talks dirty. She makes fudge and butterscotch fudge. Butterscotch. What the hell? I need that in my face, like now-ish. Lemon Tree Song was Peter, Paul, and Mary, 1962. Okay, fair enough. Mary has been to the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store in Indiana. Yeah, because they just recently branched out and put one in Indiana. But the original one is in Missouri. Haven't done it in a while, but I did Snickers fudge, chocolate fudge, caramel, and peanuts. I can't have peanuts, not because I'm allergic. Fudge near the coot, not in, silly. Yes, please. The only thing we have are grapevines. Rain virus, do you do anything with them? Do you grow your grapes? Do you make jelly out of them? I had a pear tree and people in the neighborhood would just take what they wanted. I would get a pellet gun. F that. Pears are delicious. Nobody's going to be taking my pears from me. Fuckers. Our nation's capital is beautiful when the cherry blossoms are blooming. I've never been to DC during the cherry blossoms, but I've also never been to Japan during the cherry blossoms, and I kind of feel like I'd rather see them there. Mainly because I don't really like DC that much. I have some friends there, but meh. You have a goddaughter whom you love dearly, but it's not the same. No, it is not, Alex. It is not. Anne Hummingbird, I will never have another apricot tree. Okay. I make a mean strudel, and at the request of an Austrian, I leave out the raisins because blech. I agree. Ech. Ein bisschen Schnaps und Strudel, bitte. Daniel Sander is requesting food and drink, apparently. Like raisins, but yuck and strudel. Rain says, okay, I'm pretty stoned, but here we go. Yeah, of course. Of course we do. That's how we do. Has anyone seen the new trailer for the new movie? Summer, please help me. There are so many possibilities there. Have to do early morning medical appointments with my dad. So tired. Oh, Rosalind, I'm sorry to hear that. My German grandmother made the best peanut butter fudge. Okay. Rosalind is talking about maple fudge. I'm not into maple so much. Summer, what new fucking movie? There are so many movies that are coming out. You have to help me. Number 1, sweet dwarf sweet orange. Number 1, Italian lemon. 3, variety pluot. Queen, king, and supreme. Santa Rosa plum, Bing cherry, Satsuma plum, pixie mandarin, dog killed the blackberry plants. Well, I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel like you have an orchard, and I would like to go and plunder your orchard. Ah, okay, Summer Savage, thank you. I do nothing with them. They came with the house and they are bitter. Maybe they are wine grapes. Oh, that's possible. Oh, forgot. You also have a mission olive tree. Ting, ting, ting. Da 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 da. I see it. Thank you, Sam. It does have Michael Keaton, and Winona also comes back and does her OG mother, as does her OG mother. And in this one, Winona has a daughter as well. Perfect. Rain Virus says, I've been to Japan and DC, and I agree, go to Japan. Okay. Pamela SP Butterfly, we had an apricot tree at one place we rented. Yeah, I'm not into apricots all that much, but that's okay. Michael Keaton bummed cigarettes from me at a Special Olympic State Games. He was the speaker for opening ceremonies. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. Are good apples easy to get? Yeah, she's in Washington State, Sophia. So yeah, good apples are probably everywhere. We grow some pretty good apples here. Wisconsin has a lot of good apples as well. And they, ooh, there's a tea liqueur. Oh, that sounds amazing, Sophia. That would pair well with apple strudel. Tea liqueur. That's fascinating. Nice. Wisconsin has a lot of good apples. As a matter of fact, in Bayfield, Wisconsin, they have an apple festival every year. It's kind of a big deal. Yeah, there's just apples as far as the eyes can see. Just apples everywhere. Summer Savage says Ortega. And I don't know if she means Jenna or if she's talking about the company that makes like taco shells. I'm very confused right now. But I spend most of my life that way. So it's all right. Iowa has good apples. What is my favorite and least favorite fruit? I can't say because I haven't had them all. I love a good coconut. I love tomatoes. Those are technically a fruit. Avocados are technically a fruit too. Jenna Ortega is playing Winonna's daughter in the new movie. Okay, thank you, Sum Sum. Least favorite fruit. Probably, well, like, I don't know if raisins count as fruit. Some people say that they do, but I'm not sure. Hubby venting and child confessing. It's been a night, Pamela. Okay. Made from Frisian tea, so I'm into it. That sounds amazing, Sophia. It really does. And Psych on the Rocks wants food right now. I don't know if raisins count as fruit, and therefore I don't know if prunes count as fruit. But if they do, then probably prunes would be my least favorite fruit. They do count, as do dates. Okay, see, I like dates. The kind that you eat. I don't go on many dates at all. Ever, really. But yeah, I would say probably prunes are my least favorite. Tomatoes are a fruit. Yeah. Knowledge is knowing that tomatoes are a fruit. Wisdom is not putting them in a fruit salad. Dates are not prunes, honey. Dates are delicious. Prunes are shriveled up plums. And I like plums. I'm fine with plums. They do, apostate Alex. Yes, they do. Prunes suck ass for sure. Yeah, I don't really dig prunes. Favorite is a tough one though because fruit is delicious. You know what I'll tell you? My favorite fruit are ones that I find growing in the wild. Like thimbleberries, like the raspberries that grow in our yard, like the blueberries. Yeah, that's my favorite fruit is the stuff that's just growing and you can just pick it and eat it. You said avocado, and now I want pork carnitas tacos with avocado, salsa, cilantro, and lime and onions. That sounds amazing. Rambutan is my favorite fruit, says Rosalind. Blueberries, rock melon. I don't know what rock melon is. Bar none full stop will break all diets for rambutan. I don't know what that is. I haven't had it. What about durian? Have you tried it? I have not, but I've heard that if you can get past the stench, that it actually is a really delicious fruit. So I've no idea. What the hell is a rock melon? I like melons. I like cantaloupe and honeydew and watermelon. Melon, 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 melon. I wonder if I can grow some watermelon. Oops, your spelling was wrong. Huckleberries you pick as you hike, collect and add them to pancakes. I make reduction from thimbleberries when I pick them. My neighbors down the road have just cubic ass loads of thimbleberry growing on their land. So I slather myself up with all of the mosquito repellent existing on the planet. And then I go and scavenge for thimbleberry on their land. And I make a reduction of it. They're so delicate, these berries. Like if you try to manhandle them, they'll just splat. They'll just completely disintegrate in your hands. You have to really gently roll them off the plant like with your thumb. They grow in they look very similar to raspberries, but they're big enough that they can my thumb can wear them as a hat. That's the opening in the top of the berry is large enough so that my thumb can wear them as a hat. Um, and the scent that they give off when you cook them down, it smells like pastry. It smells just amazing. And you can drizzle that over. I put them in a pan, in a saucepan with a little bit of water and a little bit of a sugar alternative, and just condense it down, macerate them and condense them down to get get the essence of the berry out. And man, you drizzle that over some ice cream or a cheesecake or something like. I've never been able to collect enough to be able to make like a jam out of them because they're just so freaking delicate. But man, are they good. Holy crap. And I love them. So, but yeah, they're one of the things that just grows wild around here. And so, my favorite fruits are the ones that you can just find when you're roaming about and you can just grab it and shove it in your face. Fresh wild blueberries, yes, those are delicious. Not a fruit technically, but rhubarb, love it. See, I'm not into rhubarb, but my mom really likes it. Had a rhubarb strawberry crumble to die for at my favorite cafe in Norden. Ollie berries are so tasty. I have Saskatoon berries growing on my land. I don't know what a Saskatoon berry is. I don't think I've ever had ollie berries. Ooh, cheesecake is your weakness? Alan, you haven't had any in ages, but you love it? Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Do you bake? Do you do any baking at all? Alan, Ballantyne? Allantine? Do you? This is important because I have a keto cheesecake recipe with a shortbread crust made from almond flour. You can bake? Bitch, I will find you this recipe. I will send you running to the shops for a springform pan so you can make this fucker. It is so good. And it is so keto. You are going to lose your entire actual when you eat this. I got to find the recipe. It may still be at my ex's place because we had a notebook where we were collecting recipes, and I think the notebook stayed there. But oh my God, this cheesecake. I've been meaning to get the recipe from him anyway, just because I really need some fucking cheesecake. And it's really good cheesecake. And it's so fucking keto. Pamela, we have blackberries growing wild like an invasive species. Please come pick all the berries. Bring armor because they are very pokey. Pamela, remind me where you are again? Because yes, I will. I will come and pick all the blueberries, and then I will ship them home to myself. And I will make things. Cheesecake is so good, Alex. Yes, I love all the cheesecakes. Dawn Gloves, RN, SP. Good night, sweet pea. Question is, how do you feel about cheesecake and fruit together? Match made in heaven. Absolutely, Rosalind. I love it. You're in Centralia, Washington. Okay. I haven't been to the Pacific Northwest, so now I have a reason. Yeah, cheesecake and fruit, delicious. Absolutely delicious. I love it. Corey is doing keto, trying to keep carbs to a minimum. Nice. Put the cheese in cheesecake with my puns and pickup lines. You are not kidding, Alex. Yeah, you are a cheesy motherfucker tonight. Cheesecake with cherries or blueberries. Yes. Cheesecake with all of them, please. Yes, please. Care for JC. And now, since it's that time, I should probably go because now I'm going to walk around and kind of want to stab somebody because I am so freaking hungry. Saskatoon berries are very similar to blueberries, though they are more closely related to the apple family, high in fiber, protein, and antioxidants. Well, that sounds delightful. Blackberries only provide fruit on new growth. Whack the old growth out, it doesn't produce. Interesting. And raspberries are completely different. You only get raspberries on canes that are at least 2 years old. Rosalind is talking dirty. I made cheesecake with mascarpone and a caramelized pear topping. Yum. Brian Lucas is out. Good night, Brian Lucas. There's a place that makes this crust-free cheesecake with lard custard that isn't sweetened. I don't know that I've ever heard the phrase lard custard, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I would probably like it. I don't know. Blackberries grow wild everywhere in this area. Yum, 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 yum. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I have to go find a snack. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. We got to do one for the road. Xenu. Whoa. Ooh, you served cheesecake with blueberry sauce at your wedding. Nice. To all the 60 plus people who are now in here, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Whether you were in the chat or you were just lurking, we are happy to have you here, no matter what. Please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Please check to see if you are still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's fast, it's free, and it is painless. Some things are not free. We do have memberships. They're $2.99 a month. I only have one level, but that gets you access to all of the fun, goofy emojis that we have, and silliness. And every once in a while, I'll release something early to y'all that eventually get released to the general public a little bit later. And yeah, my email is down below in the description box, along with the song of the day, the link to KK's GoFundMe to help with her funeral costs, and my, let's see, the PayPal, the Venmo that Denver Steve-O made me get, my email address so you can ask me questions, send me answers, anything like that. Call me an asshole. Book your cruise for the Xenu Marlene cruise. We have one more day where I can book at group rates. After the 24th at midnight, I'm going to be selling out of general inventory. Just saying. And this ship is selling like a mofo. So if you want to get on the ship, if you want to come along with us, please get in touch with me as soon as you can. And also down there is my P.O. box. I'm expecting for somebody to send me like a potato or something, because I mean, that's a thing now. You can send potatoes, printed potatoes as gifts to people. So whatever. Anyway, Sunshine says boobies. Other people are rocking out with all of their fun little emojis, and I am thrilled for it. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for hanging out in the corner booth with us. I hope that you have a good day, a good night, a good evening, wherever you are, that you sleep sweet, that you rest well, and that you stay safe and warm. Peace to you.